Hi guys, so this is going to be just a quick lesson. We're going to be going through the song Stand By Me. The first things first is our capo right here. I'm putting it, this song is been covered by like, a cajillion different people, right? So, they play it all over the place. I'm just playing it, I happen to be playing it right here on the 2nd fret, so I'm playing an A, but you could play it down there and G, it doesn't matter. So anyways, I'm just, for the sake of this lesson, I'm going to be playing it right here as if right here on the 2nd fret, putting my capo right there. So let's get into it. So first of all, let's look at our chords. We only have 4 chords in the entire song, and our first chord that we're going to look at is a G chord. Well, because we're playing on the 2nd capo, technically that's an A. The same thing, but for the sake of just the shape, we're going to be playing a G shape. So this is going to be G, and how that's going to look is we're going to put our ring finger right here on the 3rd fret of the 6th string. We're going to put our middle finger on the 2nd fret of the 5th string, so 3rd fret 6th string, 2nd fret 5th string. And then we're going to put our pinky right here, we're going to put them on the 3rd fret of the 1st string. Same. Now I know some people play like this, and that's fine too. You could actually play this song, the G, like this, where, like if you've seen my G Flavour lesson and stuff like that, how we play the G in that one. Are both the same thing. They're just different ways to play G, but it's good to know both of them. And also sometimes I find that that's the only difference. That note right there, that little note right there, that's the only difference between the two. And sometimes depending on the song kind of calls for, one of the G's or another G. So it just kind of depends. But the one thing I will say is that I know a lot of people who, this G right here, they'll play it like this. So they'll have their middle finger right here on the 3rd fret, 6th string, index on the 2nd, on the 5th, and then either their ring, I've seen the ring usually, or like even the pinky or something like that, on the 2nd fret, 3rd fret of the 1st string. I really don't like it when people play their G chord like that. It's a pet peeve of mine. And it's because when we play like this, G often gets played, usually a C is coming up next, a C is coming up, or maybe in this case an E minor is coming up. And when we play a G like that, when people are playing it like that, if they want to move to the E minor is not that bad. It's just a little movement like that, so it's not bad. But especially to move to the C, it's a whole movement. You got to do a whole entire shift with your hand. Whereas if you just play the G like this, it's super easy. You just go down like that. It's super, super easy. And we'll get to C, and we'll get to E minor, exactly how to play them. But just, in preparation for those chords, we should really be playing our G like this. That's really how we should be trying to play it when we want it. If we're not playing it like this, where we add that note there, but we want to have the B string open, we really should be playing our G like this. So coming up next, after that chord, we also have an E minor. Not an E minor 7 or anything like that, and actually the thing to note is all the chords in this song, in the G Flavour song, just to kind of make the movement of our fingers simple, and we got to just hang out with, well, our ring finger and our pinky kind of just got to hang out on the 3rd fret of the 1st and 2nd string, on the high E and the B. And that made it nice and easy to go E minor 7, C add 9, and Dsus suspended. In my head I wanted to say Dsus, but desuspended. Anyways, but in this one we're actually going to be playing like the full chords. No 7s or add 9s or suspend, just like E minor, like C, C major, D major, like that's it. So the next up is E minor. E minor, all you're going to do, and it's actually easier than E minor 7 if you've seen the other video, all you're going to do is take your pinky off, you're going to just maybe slide over the middle finger just a little bit, just to give some room. Still going to be staying on the 2nd fret of the 5th string. And then your ring finger, you're going to want to put him on the 2nd fret of the 4th string. You're going to play all 6 strings, just like your G, all 6 strings. Remember, when we strum, we want to strum with our nails. We don't want to be using our thumb because you're going to get blisters and stuff like that. You want to use nails like that. Beautiful. That's E minor. So, next up, the next chord is C. C major, nothing fancy. That's going to be what we're going to be doing there. Take our G there. We're going to move that little part down. So, we're playing G. Just move these two guys down. So that'll be our ring finger on the 3rd fret of the 5th string and our middle finger 2nd fret of the 4th string. So we got that so far. And then we're going to add in, pinky's still, he's hanging out, taking a break. Our index is going to go on the 1st fret of the 2nd string. And our G string there, our 3rd one, is going to be open. And our high E is open. We're not going to play the 6th string. We're not going to want to play that guy. So it's just the 5 strings. Together it sounds like that. So that's C. Now D major, regular D major, I have a little story to kind of remind myself of D. So here are your two guys, your two buddies, index and middle finger. Index he lives right here on 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and middle finger guy hangs out on the 2nd fret of the 1st string. That's where they hang out. So index, 2nd fret, 3rd string, middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string. And what's going to happen is our ring finger right here is going to want to go, well, what's going to happen, we're going to put him on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, because what happens is these two guys, they want to hang out, but they can't get together because there's like I think of the 2nd string as like a river. It's, you know, separating them. So they decide to build a bridge, but they're not super smart. So they decide to build the bridge right next to them. So the bridge is right next to them on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string. And then together, when you play that all together, it's D. So middle finger, 2nd fret, 1st string, ring finger, 3rd fret, 2nd string, and index, 2nd fret, 3rd string. I'm getting a little something on my phone here. There you go. Anyways, so that's a D. Perfect. We got that down. So now let's get into the actual song. We're going to be wanting to do a specific strumming pattern with this song, and it's going to be like this. And we're just going to play on a G just to practice the strumming pattern. It's going to be strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap. 1, 2, and 4. 1, 2, and 4. Strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap. And do that. We're just gonna, with our nails on our hand, we're just down, and then I kind of just close my hand like this and just kind of give it a little tap. Strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap. Just like that. It's kind of a little R&B sort of strumming pattern sort of thing. That was nice. Perfect. So, once we get that strumming pattern down, we're going to want to go through the song. Now, the song is going to be, it's going to start off with 2 bars of G. So, strum, slap, strum, slap. So that's 1, 2, and then it moves to E minor. So after 2 full things of G, we're going to go to 2 full things of E minor. So that was 1, and now 2. Now, we're going to move to C, but we're only going to do 1 thing of C. Actually, as a matter of fact, it's even quicker. Oh no, never mind. No, that's all good. So we're going to do strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, strum. Oh, I see what I'm doing. Okay, No, we're going to restart that one. I was just a little bit confused there. So with the G, what's going to happen is we're going to start off strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, and then E minor. We go to that right away. Because what's going to happen, I get a little bit confused, is because we start with 2 Gs, and then we're going to end with 2 Gs. But, and then the song loops, and because it loops, it's going to sound like we're going to play 4 Gs in a row. You'll see what I mean right at the end. So, we're going to start off with G. Strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap, strum, slap. E minor. Strum, slap, slap. 2. And then we're going to go to C. We're just going to do 1. C. D. We're going to switch to D now. And then back to G. We're going to do 2 Gs. 2. And then restart. G. That's where I was getting confused there. So then you restart the 2. So all together, I'm going to play it one more time. I'm going to say where I am while I'm going through it. So ready? So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Strum, slap, strum, slap. 2. And E minor. 1, 2, and C1, D1, and G1, G2, and restart. G1, G2, and E minor 1, and E minor 2, and C1, and D1, and back to G1, and G2, and G1. Let's repeat. G2, and E minor 1, E minor 2, and we got C1, and D1, and G. And there you go. And that's Stand By Me. That's the whole thing. So it's a nice little tune. Just now that if you've watched sort of the G Flavour and maybe even Wagon Wheel and stuff like that, we did all those sort of like, you know, E minor 7, C at 9, D suspended sort of stuff. But now it's kind of nice to actually look at, like, you know, the chords that those things are actually based off of, which is just regular E minor, regular C, regular D, or that. Doesn't matter. Perfect. So I think we'll just end it right there. So thanks so much, guys. Take care.